Welcome, welcome. Hey, welcome, welcome. Hey,
Hey,
welcome,
hey.
welcome. Hey, bag it up. Bag it up.
Oh wait, I didn't. Okay, wait.
Come on.
Okay. It don't go in reverse.
Welcome to the Pink Table, March 21st, Sunday edition. Welcome, everybody. We say every week it goes down at the Pink Table.
Right here.
But it goes down as a group. So before we dive into our topic, I'm going to introduce my lovely host of this wonderful show. And we are going to dive in. Tonight, we are talking about single parents and blended family issues. I know based on our show, we have a mix of that on the show. But we want you guys to tune in. Drop your comments, share your information, share this video. We are live. Single parents and blended families, that's a hot topic. Hot. It's going to explode tonight. So I'm going to first allow my lovely co-host, Miss Cece.
Hey, y'all. So big shout outs. I want to say first a condolence shout out to my family in the Rock in North Carolina for the loss of our dear cousin. Big ups to you guys. I love you. Love you. Love you. Shout out to my daughters, of course, Deja and Amana, and hubby. Love you. Short shouts.
Short shouts. Powerful shouts.
Hey, everybody. Hello. Shout out to my children. Always shout them out. And I want to shout out especially a big shout out to those that are suffering in silence. You have so many people that do not share what they're going through. And especially, I look at it in the workplace and you don't know what someone's physically or mentally going through. And sometimes that extra pressure where just a little bit more kindness or prayer for them would do a lot to cheer them up. So shout out to those suffering in silence.
Yep, that's good. Coach.
Hey everybody, it's Coach Purpose, and I want to shout out the lovely ladies of the Pink Table who come here every Sunday, show up and show out, and we bring the topics that maybe you want to talk about, but you can't talk about. Maybe you don't have a friend that you can talk to about certain things, but guess what? We are here just for that. Shout out to the LWS community who continues to grow and show up. I love them with all my heart. I'm in awe of the movement of LWS, but let me shout out the push. Okay, so y'all don't know about it, and that's okay. If you were a part of the LWS group coaching, you would know. You would know. But if you see us acting a fool this week, in a good way, it's because we're doing the push. Okay, yeah. So that's
push.
Yes, and shout out to the girl in Heinens who kept walking past me knowing that I needed some help with figuring out what wine to get. And she was the wine girl and she just kept going past me and wouldn't help. So I just picked out, something random. Thanks. Shout out to you. You're the real MVP.
My name is Nicole Huffman, and tonight I would like to shout out my husband, Conrad, and please keep him lifted in your prayers. He will be having surgery tomorrow, and keep me lifted too, because I can't go in. I'm gonna be a mess. But we're not gonna talk about that. I also want to shout out the ladies of the Let's Win Sis coaching program. Push, y'all. Push. We about to push. That's it. You want to know more? Hit us in the inbox. All right, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Why we all jigging? We all jigging on the break, y'all.
Always.
That music
Always.
make me
Them
dance.
commercials, boy, them commercials.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. We want to invite you to all of our social media outlets. Please visit us on Let's Win Sis Community of Women Who Win on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, IG. And as you can see, we all have our individual, I cannot talk today, individual Instagram names as well. So please follow us as well as the Pink Table. We would love to have you and join our community. You'll love it there.
Love it. It's awesome. It's on fire every day. Y'all missing out. We're not going to keep telling y'all. We're not going to keep telling y'all. But yes, we is. All right, y'all. Let's dive in to this topic. Single parents and blended family issues. So, I'm currently married now, but as a single mom, yeah, I was that baby mama. I wasn't bad, but sometimes you just have to go there. But, raising girls, I have two daughters. It's hard because, they're watching you. They're picking up things after you. You trying to work and maintain. You trying to just make sure that you can make it through every day. And every day, I'm gonna tell you, is not easy. And for those single moms out there, drop it in the chat. Let's see what you got to say. We already have Tiffany. Tiffany is on both sides of the spectrum. So Tiffany, share with us some single parenting things that you've been dealing with, good and bad. It's tough. It's great. But then there's some days where you be like, who am I? Are we going to eat today? Am I going to make it? Who's going to help me do this? And don't even talk about self-care and self-love. We can't even touch on that topic yet. But I'm going to head over to my left. It's my left, y'all, for real. To Coach. Coach, let's talk about it. Tell us about your single family / blended family.
I came from a different perspective, which is probably going to just kind of sway the conversation. I was not technically a single parent, but I was a single parent. And there's a group of us out there in the world who are married with their other.
Not sure where she went. But come on, Kim, and talk to us about the single parent versus blended family.
Okay, well, I've lived both. I have been a single parent. Still, I'm a single parent now. I was married and became part of a blended family. And just to piggyback off of something you said, you were talking about how difficult it is with girls. I can teach Mariah how to be a girl. It's easy for me to teach her how to be a girl because I am one. Having a boy and not having that father, I can't teach him anything about being a man.
Yeah.
It was a lot of prayer and a whole lot of church support. The church daddies, kind of the uncles that came along that were right there. Pastor Gibson, he was basically in their house all the time. So I think it was easier with the girls. Just to dive in a little bit with the blended, it's hard because you have different ways of raising children. I told my now ex-husband, my husband at the time, that I'm a disciplinarian. And if they come over here, I'm not treating them any differently than I do my own. That's not going to happen. So I lay hands on mine. Guess what? They act up, they're going to get hands laid on them too. So you need to discuss that with their mom and see if she has a problem with that.
Yeah.
So it becomes, it's a little difficult when you have different backgrounds coming together.
Yeah.
But it's something that through prayer and through him being the head and the wife coming alongside and you all having an understanding, it can work.
Yeah. It can work.
I
What
agree.
about you?
So I've been on both sides of the table myself, as in a child, in my childhood, as well as in my adult life. So as a child, uh, I think that as a parent, or parents kind of consider their kids in their relationships most of the time. Um, Parents will try to make sure that the potential and them get along. But at the same time, you get those that try a little too hard.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of that, for me, having been divorced, um, I did everything for my daughter anyway, my oldest. Um, when I was married, I felt like I was a single parent sometimes.
Yeah.
So, it was always me and her. And so when I got here and started dating again and said that, I was going to get married, it was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But I knew that being in the household with my husband, he was going to, as a man, take care of the household, which included my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to relinquish authority to my husband, the head of the household, to be able to discipline her.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Kim, sometimes, the other parent isn't down with that. They may have a lot to say about that. They want to be all up in your beeswax
Yeah.
and in your household instead of staying in their own, knowing that you know what's best for your kid, but they still want to have hands on because they're not present.
Yeah.
So it could become issue, and it actually did become a little of an issue for me. But that got nipped in the butt real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I would love to see what others are saying about that, because it is, some of these are very touchy subjects.
Mhm.
They could get it very emotional. Because, surely we've had some situations come up, that were very
Yeah.
not nice.
Yeah. It happens. It definitely happens. I'm gonna go to the comments. Tiff, I can't share the comments, but Tiff said single mamas live by the code. We don't do what we have to do. We do what we gotta do. And that is so true. It's so true because we don't have the choice. We don't have the options when the children are home with us. We got to make sure, their clothes are clean, they're fed, they get to and from school. Maybe they're older and they're working. All those things we don't have. When somebody else says they can't, we got to make it happen. We got to make it happen. So doing what we got to do is straight facts. Like we just don't have a choice. Think about being at work and your kid is sick in school and got to come home.
They
A
call them
lot of
her.
people have that option. Well, I can't leave work. I'm busy. But we got to leave work. We got to we might have to go to emergency. We might have to go to the doctor. We got to go get ginger ale, soup, all that stuff, come home, take care of. And our list of other things didn't change, especially if you have another kid.
Yeah.
So single parenting, it's true. We do what we got to do. But also, I think, when Coach was talking about she was single, but she wasn't, I'm thinking, along the lines of, you've seen where parents, regardless of their relationship status, are able to parent the children. The mom is in another relationship, the dad is in another relationship, but they're able to parent those kids even in those relationships. For me, my family blended very well. And, that's a truly a true blessing to have, where we blended very well like that. When I met his kids, when I met him, I met his family, they were family oriented. I'm family oriented. So I knew, dating somebody who don't care about when the last time they talked to whoever, the sister, that's not going to work, because then they're not going to understand your dynamic. And that's kind of what I dealt with when I was married. the first time we were close to our families in our own way, but it was different. So talking to my mom, as soon as I pull out the driveway, I'm calling her on the phone. He like, dang, didn't you just leave? Maybe. Maybe. So yeah, sometimes when you're in you're not together, but you're still able to co-parent those children and give them the best of having that mom and having their dad, and now having bonus parents where everybody can kind of just love on each other and get along. Coach, you want to go back to what you were sharing before you?
Yes.
We can hear you. Looks like you're a little froze.
Frozen.
Yeah. I think she froze. But yeah, it works. It works the same way. But I know when we got married, I was able to reach out and have a conversation with my bonus kids' mom, because I wanted her to know I'm going to treat your children like they're mine. I'm not going to sugarcoat. They're not going to be treated any different where it comes to discipline or helping or whatever it is than I do for my own. I think you back, Coach. You there?
Am I back?
You delayed.
Delayed.
No.
I'm trying to work this thing out.
That's okay. Pink Table comes with disturbances, but we're not gonna let that stop the show.
It's real talk.
Going to commercial break. No, we're still here. So as you join the Pink Table, and we're going to get back into the nitty gritty, we just wanted to let you know that if you want to advertise your business with us, you are more than welcome to. And our sister Kim is going to share that information with you.
So as you can see, in between our little segments, we have commercials playing. That's advertisement for your businesses. If you want to advertise with us, wait a minute, I'm cheating here. If you want to advertise with us, email lwspinktable@gmail.com today. Also, if you would like to be a part of our show, we welcome you. You'd like to be a guest host at some time or another? You have an idea for the show? Also email us at lwspinktable@gmail.com. That's it.
That's where it all happens, on the Pink Table, y'all. So speaking of the Pink Table, next week, March 28th, our topic is, drumroll, yours choice. You tell us, what would you like for us to talk about on the Pink Table? You can drop it in the comments now. You can inbox either one of us. You can email us at our email address, lwspinktable@gmail.com. We want to hear from you, and we want to bring a topic to you that you want to talk about. And let us know when you give us your topic if you're willing to pop in on the show. We would love to have you on the show. So let's dive right back in. Now, we've been talking all the butterflies and rainbows of the single family and the blended family. But have you guys ever had just, that situation? Because, as we talked about, sometimes when, there's stepmoms and stepdads in the picture, have you ever had those situations where those relationships still, you kind of sat at them like, all right, now that's not about the kids. What we doing here?
Let's take a commercial and we'll come back to that.
All right. right, welcome back to the Pink Table. We left with a fire question. Come on, Miss Cece, and talk to us.
Mm.
So the step parents. Actually, for me on both sides, from my childhood as well as now, I've had great experiences. My father's wife, my stepmom, and I call her my bonus mom. Mom Dukes is what she is. Um, she's been awesome. And I had a very unique situation in that I knew her before her and my dad started dating because she was my best friend's aunt. So we had a relationship prior to, and then when I saw my dad's truck at her house, I'm like, what is my dad's truck doing over here? What in the world? You and what's funny? This was a funny part, y'all. So she never knew my real name. She only knew me by Cece. Nobody called me Solange. And so when I show up on the doorstep, she said, "This is Solange." Hi, that's me. Yeah. So I absolutely adore Mom Deuce. I do. And then for my husband now, he's been the best stepdad ever. Um, she calls him Pops. And they have like the best relationship. He adores her. He acts like she was birthed from him, literally. And she didn't know him. She met him when she was what, 9 or 10 or something like that, whenever we moved here. But like my experience, I've not had bad step parent experiences.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
No comment. No. Ooh. Putting this tactfully, the only thing I can say is as long as my daughter is treated like she should be,
Absolutely.
then we have no issue. That's it. That's bottom line. If there's ever a problem with the way she's treated, because she's the only one that's not grown now,
Yeah.
they'll see Mama Bear, and seeing my ex-husband knows the tendencies that can come out. So I think that if he saw something that was happening, that my daughter would come home and because she would definitely tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
I put
And
it a
and
nice
and
way.
I can agree with you on Kim. I can agree with you on that. Like everybody knows how I feel about them two girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm so sweet. I'm so sweet, y'all. But them two, and I don't hesitate because you already know.
Mm-hmm.
And I in my first marriage, it was like that once we were broke up. I always tried to take things to him because he's her dad. So I'm not going to jump over you. Let me just come to you.
Right.
And there was a situation where I did, have to go to him. And, based on the information I was given, I said, well, I don't know what happened, but I'm coming to you. I need you to find out and let me know. Just let me know. Because, sometimes kids, so I'm just asking you to go find out. A couple days went by. I called like, hey, so did you find? Oh, no, I forgot to. Okay, as soon as she come home, okay, just get back to me. Waited a couple more days, and I reached out again, and I said, no, I'm soon. I said okay, and I called her, and I said, it's time for us. Let's just go have coffee, because I was really trying to be. And we went and had coffee. Nobody thought she should have came, and it was actually a great conversation. And I even found out what happened in that situation. And I explained to her, like, I called him 3 times. And she like, he never said anything. I said, never? then that, that's why I called you, because I needed a response. Right or wrong on the kid, it wasn't even about that. I just needed, to follow up. But there were days where I called and he was like, well, you need to call my mama. Okay, no problem. I'll talk to you later. Like I'm just not that person that has an issue with calling anybody. I was just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. So, there was some instances that Nikki showed up, and there were some instances that, it was Nicole, but I didn't play. Tanika says, one of my stepson mothers made a comment and said, Tanika and that girl, her daughter. I would have been livid too. Because I'm not, you and y'all weigh in on this too, because it has to be, we just gotta, the kids didn't ask to be in the situations. They didn't ask to be here, but they're the ones that get some name calling, some go tell your mama. She said to go. So what y'all think about that? What do y'all think about being Kim and that girl?
So you said Nikki, this is Kim Yada that'll come up. Kim Yada ain't nothing nice. Jean Mills was like the only one that kind of could keep Kim Yada back in the day where she used to, where she lived. And I tell people all the time, my mama's not here anymore. So, you bring it out, it's coming. It's nothing that's going to stop it. And, no, we would have a conversation that I would probably try to be cordial in the beginning. But if you had enough gall to say it like that, then you probably are going to come a little bit more aggressive than you should, so then Kim Yada is going to come. No, my child would never be that girl, or right. Was it the child that they were saying was that girl?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Tanika and that girl. That girl has a name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I would have been.
Yeah.
Like that would have just took the whole being nice factor out.
Yeah.
Out the window. CC, what you say?
Say them as CC from Jersey. My child has a name, and it better not have no expletives in it or around it, in front, back, on the sides. I don't care. Put some respect on her name.
That's right. So you have your new host of the Pink Table. You have Nikki, CC, and Kenya. All right, let's go back to Coach. Even though she is just behind the stage, kind of helping us out, she says, my kid's dad was in the home. Where did he go? My kid's dad was in the home, but it was like he wasn't as it relates to the kids. So she was a married single mom, or she had 3 kids instead of 2. It is nothing no worse than you being in this house. You're not going to help with nothing. Like, not like you like another kid. Like that would be hard. That and it's crazy because even though like I can say, that would be hard. Like in instances in my marriage, I had to ask, like, you think you can help me? Like, can you pick up? Like, so those were conversations that I know I constantly had to have just to make sure, like, I need some help. And we're going to be super women. We're going to put our cape on, and by any means necessary, no matter who in the house, we're going to make sure our kids are good.
So let me say,
who we talking to, Kim or Kim Yada?
A little bit of both. It's a mix right now because I'm feeling all of what you just said. And when you said you had to ask, I actually sat down and said, so when do you want me to put in my notice at my job? And he was looking at me like, what are you talking about? Oh, no. When you come in the house, that because you have a job outside of the home, your job ends. I figure since I'm doing it all here, then I shouldn't have to go outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you want me to put in my notice? And he said, well, you haven't asked me to do it. I got to ask you to do something around here? No, boo. I mean, it doesn't work like that. And for a while, that kind of helped things because he was like, she want to quit her job. I came home, he was mopping, and because I was definitely serious. If I have to do it all here, then that's all I'm gonna do.
Yep. Yeah, I feel you. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back in 2 and 2. Welcome back to the pink table. All right, so we got Audra. I just love saying her name like
Audra.
Audra says she can do bad all by herself. You better know it. Like if me handling this means you gotta go, you just one less kid I gotta take care of. I mean, you bring in extra work, but you're not giving me nothing in return. No, it's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. That's that show. That's what y'all need to throw in that shoulder lean, like no. All right, let's see who else got some comments. Tanika, I love all of my children and treat them all equal, but they mamas all know don't respect, or as my husband says, Mrs. Clark's claws is coming out. And what I love about that comment is your husband supports you.
Yes.
Yes. It's nothing like going to your husband with an issue and he play it down, or it ain't really, that's just how she is. There's a reason why. But have that same energy when I pop off. When I pop off, what you got, CC?
Man, look, me and Tanika, we vibing right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I could not imagine having to have someone in my household that doesn't back me up. Like anytime something came up with my daughter's father, my husband was right there with me, supporting me, urging me to do whatever it was that I needed to do, good, bad, or indifferent. He was there with me on my side. Mm-hmm. He didn't step away. He wasn't, well, that's y'all and y'all business and I ain't got nothing to do with it. He was with me. I'm his wife. We're one. So we act as one. and whatever it is that we need to take care of for our children. And that is so important to me, that even in coming into any relationship, and this is not even for marriage, but any relationship that you enter into and someone has children, which is at our age group, everybody got kids.
Yeah.
And so if you come into that relationship, you need to understand the dynamic that not only that your mate has with their children, but what the dynamic is between both of those parents. Because if you're coming into a hot mess situation, guess what? You're going to be the third wheel in some hot mess.
Yep.
Unless you're going to be like Jesus and save everybody, which more than likely won't happen. But you have to understand what situations you're walking into. So if the man that you're dating has 5 baby mamas, no respect to the 5 baby mamas, he might have been out there doing stuff when he was younger. But if that man has 5 baby mamas, you need to understand, I'm gonna be dealing with 5 women for a while.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I have a question, and we're gonna toss this one to Kim to get us started. So blended families, how do y'all handle birthday parties?
Just
Kim?
birthday parties or
Birthday parties, celebrations, how graduations, how do you handle that?
thanks. So I'm starting this off, huh? Um, so Mariah graduated from 8th grade a couple years ago. And mind you, this was after my mama passed. So my little person that would be in my ear telling me not to, gone. He and his wife and his new mother-in-law came over to the house, and it was kind of funny because I think the dynamic I have with my bonus daughters, which are his older daughters, she's looking like a little side eye because she doesn't have that with them. And as they were outside, because that was the condition, that I pray that the weather remains intact because everybody will be outside, that and the bonus daughters were in and out the house, because they're my bonus daughters. Graduation was a little bit different because Mariah is her mother's child and very much speaks her mind. During graduation, she was the class president, and she basically thanked her mama for everything she's done. My mama's been right there by my side. She sacrificed for me, blah, 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 And he was sitting there looking kind of crazy, but she was telling the truth. So that had them looking, that how people post and they'll say awkward. That was an awkward moment for him, and he was a little bit angry with her afterwards. But what can you say? So it's been, and we went out to dinner afterwards. Had 2 tables, me and bonus daughter Mariah, my cousin Cynthia, and my grands, as I call them, my bonus grands. And then the other daughter kind of felt torn, so she went and sat with them. And a few, so it is awkward. It can be, if especially in situations where you have guilt riding your back because you haven't been doing as you should. It can be quite awkward.
Yeah. What about you, Cece?
So my oldest, when she graduated from college, I was actually the bigger person. I was proud of myself. Her and I organized everything, and I let him know everything. This is where we need to be. This is the hotel we're staying at. This is the party venue that we're having. Would you like to contribute? And I even the party favor, I bought everything. Here you go. Here you go. This is for you. It's for your mom. And so I felt like I made a statement without saying very many words to him. Mm-hmm. Because, if this is how we need to parent, here's your example of how you need to parent. And not only for me, but you now also have another child from another woman who you're no longer with. So here's an example of what to do and how to do it when you have to interact with her later on. Mm-hmm. So while we all don't have those perfect situations and people go part ways, and from bad things, those bad things don't have to linger on in your life forever.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have a comment from a Facebook user. If you don't get along, one stay on the left side of the room, the other stay on the opposite side of the room. Also, sit them with someone who they will interact with, but first have the convo. I'm inviting so-and-so. I need you to act accordingly. I think that might be Audra. As the Facebook user.
That was her.
And you know what is so funny about that comment where you say one go here and one go there? You don't even have to tell people to do that. It's just like people just go. It's like everybody knows where to go. There's no discussion that needs to be had. But I do disagree. I'm not having the act accordingly conversation. Because if you come and it doesn't matter who's there, we adults. So we need to figure it out for the kids. And if for some reason that we can't, it's going to be an issue. But for me, so when I married and our family came together, my youngest bonus daughter shares the same birthday with me. And I'm like, how crazy is that? I only knew one other person that I went to school with in high school who we share, the same birthday. But, with Facebook, I've been finding more people. But we share the same birthday. So we would do stuff together on our birthdays and planning things. So we always had fun. And we've done birthday dinners with the other kids, the entire family, no issues. I get along with his ex-wife. We get along fine. We even planned an event for him, to take her to the father-daughter dinner when it was a surprise. We worked together. But I won't have birthday parties here. And our birthday parties are in the summer. And I want everybody to be comfortable. So if we got to go to Chuck E. Cheese, if we got to go to Sky Zone, whatever we need to do. Because, see, I know. Now, we done been to somebody's house. And you got to go to the bathroom, and you don't have to go to the bathroom. Because you want to see. You want to see how they living. You want to see what they got. You go in the bathroom, you trying to open up cabinets, hoping don't nothing fall out because you looking. Come on, y'all, keep it real. I know I was not the only one looking. And that was in my dating stage. You just wanted to see. I got to go to the bathroom, but I don't really have to go. So I just, I said, whatever we do, we'll just do it at a venue where everybody can be comfortable. You not looking, I ain't looking, nobody's side-eyeing each other. And that's just how we gonna be. Coach Purpose says her ex-mother-in-law was always jealous of her mom because her kids ride hard for their Grammy because she was there. Mm-hmm. And kids are so easy. Yeah. Kids are so easy. All you got to do is be there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. You check on them. You just be there. You show up at a game. You got to be a little louder than the other. You just got to be there. That's what they want. They don't know anything else but wanting to have their family there with them and supporting them through things. I can't tell. My oldest daughter played basketball. And I don't care where they played. They always knew Danielle's mom was coming. And if I had to represent for the entire parent staff, I supported all of the kids. I screamed a little louder for everybody, not just my kid. And if she couldn't play that week because her grades, guess where I was at? At the game. Still cheering for the team. So we had this thing amongst parents, like, if you can't, you're not going to be there. Okay, I got her. I'll bring her, and we're going to make sure she gets some extra love because she won't hear her mother's voice, her father's voice, her grandparents' voice, because we might be in Kent, whatever. But they just want that love and support. So, back to what Kim said, like, sir, you can't get mad when she don't shout you out. With your whole family being here. He probably told them, I give him $10,000 a month for child support. So that's why he was mad. That's exactly why he was mad. But let's take a quick pause and talk about this pink table merchandise.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day.
Welcome back. So as you just saw on that wonderful commercial, we do have merchandise, these cute little shirts. You too can have one. Not that one that my girl got on over there. You can't have that. That's just for us. But what you can have is this cute little white number that we got on, as well as the black one that was in the commercial. We also have cups, and the ones that we are selling are a little bit bigger than this one, as well as coasters, all Pink Table merchandise. So today we are running the special again that you can get a shirt, the cup, and the coaster for $25. $25 tonight.
Get your merch, y'all. We be look, y'all can't tell us we don't be looking fine in our Pink Table gear. $25. You can't beat that.
No.
Not for no Pink Table merch. But let me also shout out something else for $25. Did y'all see that push video? Can we do the push one more time? Can we just do the push?
Push.
One goal, one mindset, we all win. So I can't tell y'all about the push because y'all not ready for that. Let me tell you about the monthly coaching program. For $25 a month, you have access to Coach Purpose on a Wednesday night live. 1 hour full of valuable information that you would feel bad if you didn't act on it. You leave with homework, but homework that's going to help you personally and professionally. You're in your very own accountability group with your very own accountability coach with the assistant coaches that are going through the coaching program. You have an accountability partner. Then you come back on Mondays for your accountability group session to talk about your homework. And not just, hey, did you do your homework? Nope. How did it go? What struggles did you have? How can we help? $25 a month, nowhere else but the LWS community. If you are interested, let us know. So I can't even tell y'all about the push. The push starts tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. And I think, what y'all think about this? Y'all know how we do ideas on the fly. Next Sunday is viewer's choice. But I think we should have a couple people that did the push pop on and tell us about the push. One mindset, one goal, we all win. That's it. Well, we are running out of time. We want to make sure we end the show with our lasting words from our favorite beautiful ladies. Coach, can you please put your final words in the chat so we can put them on the screen? But Miss CC, can you share with us your final words?
So regarding our topic, I would say for the women who are out there in relationships or marriages, in blended families, do the best that you absolutely can. I know it may get hard sometimes. I know that the situations are definitely not easy to deal with, but just do your best. Try to approach things with clear minds and without anger as much as possible. And, the rest will get better.
All right, Kim.
Okay. Well, I'm going to speak up for the single moms out there and tell them everything that you're going through is making you stronger as an individual, as a mom. You're going to come out, like CC said, on the other side of this and be like, man, I did that. Your kids will appreciate it. They know. As they get older, I pray that they come alongside and help out more. But the relationship you'll have with your kids, all that other stuff, it'll make it just fall to the background. That's it.
That's it. My final words would be for both relationships. Communicate.
Yeah.
If there's a breakdown in communication now, fix it. It's not about you. It's not about him. It's not about the stepmom or the stepdad. It's about the kid and what's in the best interest for the kid. Do you know how hard it could be? Have As a kid growing up, did you guys hear your parents have a little argument and how much that hurt?
Yeah.
Now we fighting, throwing blows and busting out windows and all this kind of stuff, but fix the communication. Think about the common factor in this blended situation, in this single family situation. Think about the common factor and give that child everything that they deserve. Coach's final words are shout out to doing it. Parenting is not easy, but it is one of the most rewarding things you can ever do. Remember, they are always watching. Let them learn from you, not learn what not to do as it relates to estranged moms and dads. We love you for you. We love you for what you do. More important, your children honor you and will love you forever. It's hard, but it's so worth it. That's our show for tonight. We love you guys. We thank you for tuning in. Please share our YouTube channel on your Facebook page and invite others to sign on, ring the bell so you know that we are going live. Viewers' choice next week. Reach out to us and let us know what you want to talk about. And we're going to surprise you with a great discussion from all the ladies, including Coach, here at the Pink Table. Have an amazing night, and we love you.